do a little bit of a different video today. I'm doing a bit of like a haul video, but I thought I'd put it on here because everything in this haul is spirit related. So I thought I'd go through some of that. I used to have a serious shopping problem, which I have curbed greatly in the last couple of years, which has been really great. But shopping is still one of my favorite things to do. I'm a tourist. So I just had a birthday. And so on my birthday, I felt I would treat myself. I had some birthday money, so I thought I would go and do some shopping. And I've got a few different items. I got a new tarot deck, I got a piece of clothing, and I got a few crystals. So I just wanted to show you guys. It's not a whole lot of stuff, but I thought I would share it with you guys and then do a bit like of an unboxing of the tarot deck. So that's really cool. So I actually got them a few days ago. One of the things is still wrapped because one of the stores was like, oh, it's your birthday, we'll wrap it. I was like, okay. And then I haven't opened the tarot deck because I wanted to do this video. So this will be like an unboxing sort of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna just do that now. The last few days have been amazing. The 16th was my birthday and it was just the most gorgeous weather. I had an amazing day. And then the last 2 days have been like in the 80s or almost 90s, and it's just like, oh, it's so great. Like I had 2 winters in a row because I had winter in Australia and then I came back in October and then I had winter here again in New England. So I am just overjoyed about the fact that it is summer. So I couldn't be more excited. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe somewhere down here if you want to see more videos like this. Also down below in the doobly-doo down bar is my social media links along with my Etsy site where I do tarot readings. I have a clothing line and crystal jewelry along with some other things, and also a GoFundMe for if you want to help support my projects or putting out my content, you can donate there. So alright, let's off to the video. Also, if you guys like this top, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably have seen it before. I'm actually now making these. I actually made this one, so if you guys are interested in purchasing those, please comment down below and I will maybe put some in my Etsy shop, so be sure to do that. So I did this in, not my last video, but a video or two ago, and I felt like I wanted to do it again. I pulled an oracle card before I did my video, so I thought I would pull another card just to kind of give a general energy, just a message to be put out onto the planet right now. So I'm just going to connect to the collective conscious and pull a card. Ooh, this is the one. Love! Well, that's beautiful. There's nudity in this deck, so heads up. Kind of nudity. Love. Well, that's a message we can all get on board with. So that's love. And I'm just going to read in the book. This is from the Universal Love Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. It's a great deck. It's great if you're getting into oracle decks or tarot for the first time. It's a really simple deck, and it's filled with like just really beautiful messages. All right. Let love guide your speech, thoughts, and actions, and a relationship will dramatically improve. Know that love heals all things. It illuminates hearts and minds. It opens doors previously closed and reveals pathways previously hidden. Love has but one enemy, and that is fear. So be fearless. The next time you are about to react or respond to a situation through fear, stop and replace the fear with love. You will be amazed by the results that this simple change in attitude brings. So this is really like, I mean, I know why this is something I pulled, but when I think about that idea of fear is like a lot of people don't realize that really all of our problems on the planet stem from fear. A fear of lack, a fear of not having power, all of those things. So fear is about, yeah, basically a fear of lack is a fear of lack and a fear of being hurt. But also hurt comes from the idea that something isn't supposed to be happening, or that there isn't a lesson involved, or there's a victim mentality to that. So it's really important to remember that everything that happens for a reason, and that you can learn so much, even if it's just a realization that you need to shift your vibration into a higher frequency. Sometimes we hang out in lower frequencies and we're not even paying attention, and then something happens and we're like, oh wow, yeah, I was clearly not in the frequency of love or of abundance. So it's really important to, whatever situation you're in, come at it with kindness, come at it with love, and you will notice how quickly that experience changes. So that's what I'm feeling for this. So always bring love into the situation. Even if you're angry, whatever it is, you know, look at the other person. They're dealing with stuff too. You are a reflection of them, they're a reflection of you, and you're matching on some level. So it's really important to understand that they are another you. They're just another part of consciousness experiencing an experience. They have feelings, they have emotions. So if you can remember that, you can say, oh, like, I need to love myself, but I also can love this person because they're in the same place I am. In fact, literally in the same vibration, because if you are interacting with someone, they have to match you in some sort of frequency. So you can feel out, like, where are you matching and how you can shift that. So then they will either leave your space or you can both raise in frequency. So that's really good. So that's what I'm feeling for that. And now off to the haul birthday thing. Yee. All right. I haven't done a haul video in some time. I used to have a fashion channel because I was going into the fashion industry before I started coming into my awakening and becoming psychic or opening up my psychic abilities. So it's still something that I greatly enjoy. So I love doing hauls and all. Oh, falling over. Oh, the tarot deck. Okay. I also did some shopping for Mother's Day on my birthday because my mother was away. So I was able to have a few extra days to do that. So I got her this really cool piece of petrified wood and a little crystal heart, which was really cool. And I picked lots of flowers. All right, so the first thing I got all of these things either at Made on Earth or the Cali Gallery, which are two of my favorite shops near where I live. So, like witchy shops, kind of, an art shop. So this is from Made on Earth, and this is like a little shawl thing. It was actually on sale. I got it for $10. I was so ridiculously excited. So it's this little satin, like, thing. It's really pretty. Let me see if I can, I'll show you. It looks kind of like this, and it's super nice. It's great for the warm weather. It would be great over a bathing suit. It's just really lovely. It's a medium, so if I close it, it's a little big, but I really just like it the way it is. Mind the room behind me. I'm in a constant state of flux. So I got this, but it was $10, and I was like, yes, please. So that was pretty great. I really like it. It's like 90 degrees out, so it's almost too warm for that. So the next thing I got at Made on Earth was the Bonefire Tarot, which is really funny because I don't know about you guys, but I will look at certain decks and be like really put off by them, and then like a few weeks later I'll see like a review of them or whatever, and I really like look into them. Like I'll even have looked it up like when I'm in the store and I'm like, nah. But then I'll see like a review and I'm like, oh my god, I need that deck so bad. That's happened to me with the Deviant Moon, the Marielle Tarot, like a bunch of different tarot decks. And but it won't be for like a few weeks or like a few months, and then all of a sudden I'm like lusting after a deck. So this deck I have been lusting after for a good couple weeks, and I keep being like, I want to buy it, I want to buy it. So I was like, all right, it's my birthday, it's happening. I got this for $34.99. Like I said, I haven't opened it yet. This is by Gabby Angus West. It's kind of hard to read a little bit. I believe this was a like a privately like distributed deck for a while, but then someone picked it up. I forget what company. Yeah, Schiffer picked it up, and so now this is like the mass-produced one. I saw a review of when it was like privately produced, and someone said the cardstock was amazing. It was like, and this is by like Avalon, from Avalon's, oh my god, Avalon's Spiritual Odyssey. There we go. Oh my god. And the cardstock was a matte, and it was amazing. But then I saw a review of the newer one, and it looks like it's a shiny, like cardstock, and it doesn't look like it's as thick. So we'll see what happens. I was like really excited about like what it looked like when Avalon reviewed it, but we'll see how it differs. So I'm really, really excited though. I'm like, when I saw the review, I was just looking at the images. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get so much intuitively out of this deck. So I'm like over the moon about getting this. So I'm actually at the end of the video, stay tuned, I'm going to open this up and give a quick like look through. So that'll be really cool. So I got that. Alright, so the next thing, I have been looking at these for ages. I think the first time I saw one was on a spirit science video, but like whenever I come across them, I'm just never actually drawn to purchase one, and this one for some reason just, I needed it. And this is a Shiva lingam stone. So you guys have probably seen this before. Their energy is very creative. I remember one of the first times I was looking at one, oh, maybe not the first time, but I was dating someone at the time, and someone was like, oh, this is really good for getting pregnant, and I was like, I'm putting that back. I was just like, nope, can't do that. So I was like, I don't want that energy around right now. But ooh, someone's messaging me. So this is I'll actually read the card. This is connected to the energy of Shiva. Shiva? So this is actually a really intense masculine energy, and this is really interesting because something else I picked up, this like the one last thing I picked up, where this is really balanced. So this is really interesting. So this is in that same like getting pregnant creative sense. This is extreme creative energy in this, and I was really drawn to it, which makes a lot of sense considering like what I'm working on with Manali and all this stuff. So I'm just gonna read this little card here. It says Shiva lingam is a symbol of the power of Shiva, the Lord of creation. The masculine energy. It is lingam that creates life on earth. The lingam contains the essence of the entire cosmos. This power can be transmuted into pure creative energy. That is what we call the awakening of the Kundalini. The Shiva lingam is one of the most sacred icons of the ancients in India. It aids the fusion of spirit and matter. So yeah, so it's an extreme creative energy, and I hope you guys can see this. Like they come like this tiny, or they can be massive. Like you can like sit on them. It's like crazy. So I don't know. I was just really drawn to this. This was only like $7. I was really excited. A lot of the crystals that just came into Made on Earth are really, really inexpensive right now. So I was really excited about this. So yeah, I was really drawn to purchase it. I really want to do some meditation with it. It's absolutely lovely, and the energy is like just so unique. Like I've like even when I've held other lingam stones, like I have just not felt this. So I'm just gonna take this in, and I'm just like every other crystal I've purchased over the years, it's weirdly accurate to where I am right now. So this, I just really feel this. And I haven't bought crystals in a really long time. Like I have a huge collection of crystals, so I felt like very, like I'm not out like purchasing all these crystals. I know a lot of people when they're like first starting out, they're like, oh, I want all these crystals, and then it kind of slows down after a while, and then you're more getting more like unique pieces. And so like I have so many crystals that like I'm starting to get rid of some, and then like, or give them away rather, and then like, so I'm just very picky about the crystals I get because I have such a huge collection. So it was very interesting that I actually ended up picking up 2 different types of crystals. I don't know if you consider this a crystal, but probably not, but same kind of deal. So it was very interesting that I actually was drawn to purchase 2 different things. So I'll show you the other one in a bit, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. All right, so this last piece was really interesting, and I got this from the Cali Gallery, and like I'll show you, like it looks like this. Like they wrapped it up for me, and it was really lovely. So I'm gonna unwrap this gift. And this is really interesting. So I wasn't planning on buying another crystal. I was actually looking for something for my mom, and I found this crystal kind of down below on a lower shelf, and I just grabbed it. I was like, oh my god, like this, whoa, this. And I'd never heard of it before. It's called Stilbite, and I'll read to you guys like what it does. But see, look, this is like a lovely little, look at me, happy birthday to me. This was only $10, which I was like really surprised about because it's actually a rather large crystal. But when I held it in my hands, I was like, oh, I need this. Or, you know, like this is going to really help me attune to the frequencies I want. So I was very surprised, and I had my friend who works there, actually, she looked it up because my phone's not working right now, and I was like, what does this crystal do? And she looked it up, and I was not surprised because it's kind of how crystals work, but like just surprised at how on point this crystal is for where I'm at right now. So I'll just pull this out of here carefully. I'm extremely excited to meditate with this. It's just stunning. So let's see here. Looks like this. It's absolutely gorgeous. So the Stilbite is the pink, and then there's all this other crystal around it, and then this is what the bottom looks like. And this was only $10. I was really surprised. I hope this doesn't like come off here. It looks like it's still attached. But when I was just holding it, I was like, wow. Wow, there's something about this crystal that is just, like, I can even feel it now, like I'm just really drawn to it. All right, so I just wanted to read to you guys a little bit about Stilbite because this is like really awesome. So let's see. Stilbite is often used for psychic guidance and creativity, carrying a fine, loving vibration. Stilbite is said to help with all kinds of metaphysical endeavors, and especially with spiritual travel. It is known that people often lose all or some of their memories of spiritual or metaphysical experiences due to the fact that to facilitate such experiences, usually a deeper meditative state such as beta or theta is necessary. Stilbite is believed to aid in remembering those experiences. Just holding one of these gentle Stilbite clusters reminds you that you are loved and cared for regardless of your circumstances. Some say Stilbite raises one's consciousness of universal love. Use Stilbite clusters on the third eye for help with intuition and psychic ability. Stilbite is helpful in learning acceptance and letting go, which in turn is helpful for manifestations. Primary chakra is heart chakra, secondary chakra is crown chakra. It's from India, Brazil is where they're commonly from. Helps with ADD, ADHD, brain disease, dehydration, liver, menopause, muscular and skeletal, the throat. Let's see, emotional is good for anger, frustration, mood swings, issues, and intuition, out-of-body journeying. So it's really, really a cool crystal, and I'd never heard of it before. I feel like I've seen it before, but I didn't know like what it was specifically. So when I saw it, I was just like overcome with wanting to meditate with it and just have it in my space. Like, oh my God. For you guys who work with crystals, you know exactly what I'm talking about when you come across a crystal that just like exudes a certain frequency that you just so connect with. It's just magical. So this is pretty great. So those are the things I got for my birthday. I'm really excited to work with all of them. I've really gotten into a space, and especially more so, it's important for me even more so when I said I had such a shopping problem. Like, I got rid of like 80% of my stuff when I left for Australia. And my goal in a self-loving way is to not have as much stuff. I'm trying to live more simply, but also just making sure that whatever I do get, that it's so in alignment with what I'm doing, or that it just makes me feel really good. Like, everything is just really yummy around me. Like, I'm getting to a point where there's nothing around me that I'm not just in love with. Like, that's like really important, that I have just the things that I really love and feel yummy. As a Taurus, we like, they joke about, there's comfort as like for normal people, and then there's Taurus comfort. Tauruses love good food. We like things being really soft and comfortable. The last guy I dated was a Taurus, and we just used to joke about the fact that we just like soft, cozy, warm, yummy things. And there was a post on, I think it was Facebook, that said like Taurus couples, like a relationship between a Taurus couple consists of like, what do you want to eat next? Like, what, like where are we going to go out to eat or whatever? And we both kind of looked at each other and laughed. We're like, oh my God, that's so true. And then he turned to me and was like, actually, on that note, like, what do you want to eat? I was like, oh my God. So like, it's so yummy. And two of my favorite tarot and oracle like YouTubers, who I actually do know personally. One I met in Australia when I went there. I'd known her on YouTube, but we connected when I got there. And then the other one actually lives around here. It's Owl Moon 513 is Racine, and then Avalon from Avalon Spiritual Odyssey. And they are both Tauruses, and they both collect decks. And I'm just like, oh my God, us Tauruses, we can't even help ourselves. So my biggest thing is, when it comes to simplifying your life, it's not about getting rid of everything. It's about only having the things that really add to your life. So for instance, I don't buy clothes as much. I don't buy like random little things, but there are things that I feel are worth my time and money, and one of those is tarot and oracle decks, and I have over, I think, 60 or 70 decks. But some people buy books, some people buy video games, some people, everyone has their thing, and for me it's oracle and tarot decks because each one has a different energy and each one gives different messages, and I use different ones for different readings, for different clients and stuff, so that's really important. So I really tried to get to a space where I'm pretty much only buying like the things I really love or things that are going to help me with my creative process. So yeah, it's really great, and it felt really good to just have a little self-love, and the day was gorgeous. And after I went shopping, I changed into shorts and threw on my little satin thing, and I just felt so yummy, and it was great. So now I'm going to do a little unboxing of the Bonefire Tarot. If this video is getting too long, I might do it as like a part 2 video. So just watch for that. If it is a second video. But I'm also going to be doing a video on, I felt like it was just a good time. I do a special ritual around my birthday and also around New Year's. It's kind of like, you know, the beginning of a year or beginning of a cycle for me. And it's a releasing and rebirthing ritual. And I've had a few people ask me about it when I brought it up. And they're like, oh, I'd like to know more about that. So I thought, considering I just did one for my birthday, that I would kind of take you guys through that a little bit. I either might talk about it or I might actually kind of show a little bit of what I do. And so it might be something you guys want to bring into your practice. I've been doing it since I was like, I think 20 or 21. And so it's evolved a little bit over the years. Now that I practice witchcraft, some of that is in the experience, but I'll kind of go through that. So, be looking for that as well. It's been something that's been really helpful for me, and I wanted to share with you guys since I've been doing it for so many years, and so many people have asked about it. So, anyway, so I'm gonna get on to the Bonefire tarot review, and yeah, so stay tuned for that, and many blessings, namaste, and don't forget, it's all about the soul journey. Mwah!